A template is a file in Word that is pre-prepared, pre-designed. A template can be documents such as a fax, a letterhead, a memo, an agenda, that sort of thing. A template is a file where perhaps some of the text has already been prepared for you and you just fill it in, and it saves time. Let's, for example, have a look at a lot of the templates that come with Word. The templates are under File in the ribbon and then go to New. What you'll then see is there are a lot of templates listed here, and you can scroll down and see that there are many templates already pre-prepared to save you time. So for example, I might be required to create a trifold brochure. I'll click this particular template and then I'll click the Create button, and it'll download this particular template, and I'll be able to fill it in and create quickly and easily a trifold brochure, and I'll just bring it into view. So a template saves you time. Notice it's a document that's opened at the very top of my screen. It's a document that's open based on a template, so you're not actually opening the template itself. Otherwise you would have gone File, Open. You're opening a new document based on a template, and that's why we went File, New. Now let's just close this template and let's have a look at a survey form that we created earlier. I earlier created this survey form and saved it as a document, and that's why I've got docx at the top. This is a document file. What I now want to do is save it as a template. So I'm going to go to File and Save As. I can then change my mind about it being saved as a Word document by clicking the Save As Type option and changing it to a Word template. Also notice if I go into Browse that this appears down here. Instead of saving it as the type Word document, we change this to Word template. Now you may not see the extension on the end here, that's just how I have my machine set up, but you will have the option Word document or Word template. A Word document is a file that has full stop docx on the end, and a Word template has full stop dotx on the end. So I'm saving this as a survey form, or just survey, just to be different. I'm saving it as a file called survey, and it's going to be a .x file, and it's decided where it's going to put my template. Templates by default go to a particular location, especially your user templates, which is this sort of template here, where I'm the user and I'm creating a template. My user templates go to C, Users, Cathi, My Documents, and Custom Office Templates. So be aware that your templates will open and save to a particular location that might be different to the other locations it normally saves and opens from. So I'm actually going to click Save and save this as a template in that location. Now how do we use the template? I'm going to close this file, Control W, and then I'm going to open the file, File, and Open. File and New. Now where we saw all these templates before, if I look to the right of Featured, I can choose a category called Custom. And here's a number of folders here. And here is my Custom Office Templates. When I double click that, I can actually see any templates I've created. Now you may not have had to double click that folder, or you may have to double click that folder, but it was important that we actually understood where it was saving the template to be able to then open the template. So here's my survey form, which I'll then open, and I'll bring into view. Notice at the very top of my screen it says Document 6. So Word has created a document based on that template, and it saves me having to create the survey from scratch because I'm using a template. Now if you really want to know where your templates are saved and opened from, you can find out by going into File and going into Options and choosing Advanced on the left. As you scroll down, you'll eventually encounter a button called File Locations. And here it is here. When I click on the file locations, it tells me where the two types of templates available in Word are stored. Me as a user, my user templates that I create are in this user templates location, and I can click the Modify button to check that location. I can see here that it stores my user templates in C, Users, Cathi, Application Data, blah 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 blah. And I can change that if I want. I could choose a different location, but I'll just choose cancel. So that's where my user templates go to by default. If I then go to Workgroup templates, this is where my organizational templates come from. So as a user, I create templates and I need to be able to see those. But in addition to that, I need to be able to see any templates that my organization makes available to me as a user. So an organizational template would be a letterhead, a fax, a memo, things that are corporate templates. They will be pulled from this location, and you can modify and check that out as well. So my corporate templates come from my Software Solutions documentation folder, and I'll cancel that. So that's how you find and change and modify the locations of the two types of templates you have available in Word, and I'll cancel out of there. Now let's say I want to create a template and apply it to an existing document. I'll just close this survey. What I have here is a Word document called Course Notes, and you can see that up the top here. It's a file called Course Notes, and it is a document because of the docx on the end. Now what I'd like to do is change the style set that this template or this document currently has. If I go to Design, there are a number of style sets that I can rest on. And as I rest on them, you can see what they look like. So I'm going to choose this black and white numbered style set. And now I want to save this not as a Word document, but as a Word template. So I'm going to go to File and Save As, and I'll save it as a template, and I'll give it the name Course Notes Template. Now this is where it's going to store it with all my other custom Office templates, and I could accept that, or I could move up and change the location. So I might just for this case actually put it to the desktop, just so that you can see how this works. So I'm saving this template as Course Notes Template, putting it on the desktop, and it's a template format, and I'll click Save. So that's done. Now let me close this template, Control W, and let me go and open that original Course Notes document. Course Notes document, and here it is here. So this is the original document with the original style set. Now I want to update this document to use the styles that come with our template. So we need to attach the template to this document. On the Developers tab in the ribbon, which I enabled in an earlier video, I will click the Document Template button. At the moment it tells me the template attached to this document is a template called Normal. The normal template is a very important template. The normal template is the template that sits behind all the blank documents or new documents that are blank that you create in Word. The normal template has styles such as the normal style, which controls how your text looks by default. So every document, every single document will have a template behind it, and majority of the time it's the normal template. But we can turn around and click the Attach button and attach a different template to this particular file. So I'll go to the desktop and I'll choose my Course Notes template and I'll open it. I want to automatically update the document styles, and I'll click OK. And so now my Course Notes document has got different looking styles because I've attached a different template to it. Now it's important also to be able to sometimes organize styles and move them between templates. If you should need to do this, you go into the Document Template button and you use the Organizer button down here. When I go into the organizer, it basically says I've got a Course Notes document open and I've got a normal document open. I could close the normal document and open a different document and go to my desktop and open up the Course Notes template. So now I've got the Course Notes template on the right and the Course Notes on the left. And it's simply a matter of choosing maybe a heading 1 and copying it from one file to another. And yes, you would overwrite it. So if you need to move styles between documents or between documents and templates, simply close the files with these buttons, open the files that are relevant and use these buttons to copy styles between files, rename styles, or delete styles. And the same can be done with macros. If you have macros, you can use the organizer to move macros between two documents.